Good morning, Daikinis. I'm going to attempt to make a video. Don't look at my face. It's gorgeous. I'm going to try to make a video without speaking too loud. How's everyone? How is everyone doing? So, I'm gonna find a place to sit. I'm at the gym, as you can see, and I got inspired to make this video. And I hope it resonates for someone who's gonna watch the video, and hopefully you're going to be triggered, and hopefully it's going to contribute to you having an easier and easier and easier and easier and easier life. First of all, speaking about going to the gym, when you're doing your daily rituals, because of course I'm speaking from the perspective of a spiritual feminine, going to the gym doesn't necessarily mean goals as a feminine. Remember, goals, even though we have to be aligned, so we do have this masculine aspect of us, our right side, our Shiva, you know. You go to the gym because of the playfulness, moving your body, releasing, and it's especially important when you're doing your daily rituals. And I told you, when you do my rituals with my potions, you become a self-healer, a self-guru, because the point is connecting to your own goddess and receiving, downloading the information. It's a spiritual introspection. You're scanning, literally scanning yourself. So you're going to have a lot of breakthroughs that are going to happen every day, a lot of healing, a lot of triggers. You're going to face a lot of the shadow. It's going to happen every day as you go into your room, and you start with the mantras, and the stuff is going to come to the surface. And through breathing, the infinity breathing I talk about, and the goddesses being with you every day, and your own goddess from within, awakening. Awakening means becoming the divine, what she's supposed to be, which is a divine being. Where am I going with this? Yes, you heal. You're less and less triggered. You're less and less flooded by toxic archived memories. You are less and less susceptible to the outside creating reactions. So moving your body is really helpful in that, because you release these toxins and you allow energy to shift. And remember, this is an alchemical process we're doing, and I told you, working with me, my potions, it is a holistic practice. So moving your body, working out is amazing in that sense. But definitely, I'm gonna find this is a corner, a hidden corner to stretch. Let me see. Can I place it up? So, also, if you're into manifesting natural providers, if you're a spiritual hypergamist, if you want a provider, like I said, a man of influence, definitely invest in a more high-end gym. Because just here, every day, I see these men, yeah. I don't know where you live. Depends on what guys you like or the preference. For me, it's about, it should be for every feminine, it should be about who serves my goddess more. But here it's going to be a lot of, probably 60% Caucasian men, part of them being Eastern Europe, Russia. And then the remainder 40 would be probably 30% half Arabs and blacks, men, and then Asian men for maybe 10%. In terms of women, I've only ever seen another black woman. So from what I see, there's me and then this other black woman. And I come at random times when I have time. I try to come every day or almost every day during the week. So maybe like 3-4 times a week at random times. Sometimes I do aqua pole dancing. Sometimes today I did Pilates and a little bit of elliptical. And yeah, invest in that because you're going to meet these guys. Especially for us, it's, the black guys are African. So African men are natural providers. That's the only thing they've only known. Arab men actually as well. And for the Caucasians, it would be naturally from education, from growing up, from being raised that way. It would be definitely Eastern Europeans have that mentality, I find. Tell me if I'm wrong, if you've encountered any. But even Caucasians, if you're a feminine Caucasians, you're going to find a white guy who's 100% a provider. Bringing us to the video, the topic of the video, I'm obsessed with myself, a spiritual feminine perspective. I want you to listen carefully until the end of the video so you can connect the dots. You hear me, you listen to me. If you need, you close your eyes, you absorb what I say, and you start to put colors with your goddess ability, which is imagination. So listen and take this truth. Transformation, or what other people are going to call manifesting, which is a natural phenomena which happens whether you are conscious of it or not. Manifestation is a thing that you do unconsciously. Transforming is something that you have to put thought to connect to that aspect of you and allow her to grow and thrive. Every version of you is perfect. Every version of you is love worthy and love entitled. Every version of you is beauty and poetry. But not every version of you is optimal for the mission you were brought here, you incarnated to do. Everyone has to play their partition. And by being defeated by life, by not allowing magic to be part of your life, your daily, everyday, this is part of you. It's reclaiming this magic, using magical tools. Sorry, I'm showing a lot of juice here. What's going to happen is that you're denying yourself the entitlement that is yours. But beyond that, as a star seed, as a star brought from above to here, you're also you're also messing up, all of us, because everyone has to play their part. If everyone is in alignment and if everyone is in beauty, abundance, prosperity, if everyone is away from that space of scarcity, then there's harmony. There's no need to envy, there's no need to be jealous. Everyone is thriving, everyone receives not what others want out of envy, but what is rightfully theirs. So think about us, because when a lot of you are not playing your part, there's a lot of us who have to compensate, who have to do a lot of work, and it creates this dense energy around this universe where it could be easier even for us, even us who do magic and who are self-proclaimed very good at manifesting, continuously transforming. So play your part. Play your part. Start understanding, accepting that success, however you define it, based on the download you receive from what the vision of your life, the version that you're supposed to be is, it's yours already. We're not working on getting you something that is not yours. It's yours already. I don't want what's yours. You don't want what's mine, hopefully. You don't even know what's mine, Claim what's yours. And it's amazing. What is yours is already absolutely extraordinary. Being obsessed with myself as a feminine, and that's why I told you, listen carefully. Listen and take it in and accept it once and for all. It is a constant dynamic of, following the infinity flow of energy. It's understanding that you're always going to maneuver as above, so below, and as within, so without. So what does that mean? Clumsy. As above, so below means that you're receiving the download, okay? You're receiving the image of every day, you go, you sit, you do your meditation, you connect to your yoni, you get the vision, like I said, you hold the vision, you put the potion, you honor the goddess, and you're like, that's it, I'm empowered. I work with the flow of the goddesses who naturally are abundance, beauty, harmony. I'm not telling you to work with a Pleiadian who's going to be more playful, an Arcturian who's going to definitely manifest money in numbers. But what about sensuality? What about playfulness? What about loving yourself, the way you look in the mirror, and loving every inch of you and loving the experience without the relying on the mathematics of the situation? Only Venusians do it. I'm sorry. Only Venusians manifest through thriving, through playing, through seducing, starting with seducing ourselves. As above, so below. So you download this information from above. So you have the vision. So you have done your ritual today. And you're like, oh, this is me. They're showing me. I am connecting so that I'm connected. This is what I want. I want thriving. I want more. I want more of this, this and that, and I'm entitled to this. I want more love. I want more. I don't know what you want. But wanting it means that it's already there. There's a version of you there in the quantum field, what they call the quantum field. But actually, I'm doing there, but it's not actually there. That's for initiates. It's difficult to understand. You have to live it. But above is a good neo-Christian borrowed image I can use. So as above, from the heavens, you have these versions of you, and you're tapping into this. I'm connecting to my sacred goddess. So I am connecting to all of these versions of me who are going to be beauty, seduction, amazing, 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 amazing intimacy, and being giddy about life and having pleasure and moving and shifting your energy. And you know, people are. So you have this image. This is what I'm supposed to be. Transformation is started, and using potions, it's alchemy already. It's an alchemical tool used by goddesses. So you become this caterpillar becoming a butterfly, so to speak. So as above, so below. Being obsessed with myself, being so obsessed with myself. Okay, no, let me go. As within, so without. So you have taken in the vision. You've done your womb ritual, and you connect to the goddess within you. You've called upon Mother Kundalini to allow also the triggers to be washed away, burned away. So only the sacred seed comes up. It comes up within you. See? Because your womb is going to create. Your womb is a well of creation. You've downloaded this information. You've made it, you've enriched, is that the word? That seed, you're flowering, you're blossoming because you're watering that seed, so to speak. So because you're creating, again, that process of as above, so below, then you go up and up and up again in your Shiva, and you send it like this. Yes, I got it. I got the vision. You're sending it back for the heavens, for basically your ancestors, your guides, to be like, yeah, this is the program. Hopefully you're not changing programs every day. You're not triggered every day. You're going to be less and less triggered as you use the potions anyways, as you connect and use the potions anyways, because you have this trinity always, Ezuli always in front, Oshun always on the right, on the left, and Lalita always on the right. So you're walking with your army of magnificent deities, multidimensional. Of course, they're going to be, if this one, I have 200, Daikinis who are using my potions, then there are 200 versions of Ezuli, Oshun, and Lalita. Okay? Don't try to make it a logical thing. It is what it is. We're multidimensional beings. Even us, I'm able to emit a thought, and someone else is going to react to that thought, meaning that there's only one consciousness. Anyways, it's only the physical body that has limitations, that can't shift, that shouldn't shift, unless you're transforming. But again, that's another topic. So you're sending it up, and it's going down again and again, and you're going inwards to be like, and you're creating yourself, basically. You're transforming. So this new version is emerging more and more and more, and you're into yourself. So I'm obsessed with myself, therefore I manifest everything and beyond. Actually, I'm served by the universe, quote unquote universe. The universe serves me. The universe is serving everything to me on a platter, because it's always above to below, and within to without. As within, so without, I'm going to be this creator, which I naturally am, except that I'm creating from a goddess and a holy and sacred and beauty perspective. So out, now this mirror of illusion that Maya is, that this 3D illusion, this 3D video game is now going to show me the vision and the creation, and out. Like, okay. I'm showing this, I'm being shown this magic from the feedback. Regardless of the feedback, though, you need to moan through the journey. I come to the gym, like I told you, a few times a week. I don't come on the weekends. See, a whole bunch of men. Um, they're not necessarily the richest. Some of them are very, very rich because they use the space for network and things like that. But at least I'm paying about 200 euros. And where I live, it's the most high end. Um, and, anyways, um, if you're feminine, rich guys will find you anyways. I'm just saying that if you can, if you're expanding your wealth and you're feeling wealthy and if you're investing in your own thriving, um, better to come to a place like this or higher rather than I tried other gyms where, unfortunately, I want to say this is not a critique to us black women, but we need to move, and this is a side note, we need to move away from fighting mentality, from I used to go to that gym. I did a trial for like a couple of weeks, and everyone there was so efficient, and there were a lot more, comparably, here I've only seen another one and me as a black women. But in that place, there are arguably more other Africans who are more light-skinned, North Africans, so Moroccans, a lot of Moroccans, Tunisians, Algerians, and also Arab Africans. But anyways, but yes, in those gyms, there are so many beautiful, beautiful, beautiful black women, but who go there and they're on the mission. They're like, they're on their masculine. Even if you're on a journey to transform yourself in terms of losing weight or gaining weight, gaining muscle or whatever, or you want your butt to look this way, it is a very masculine way of, it's masculine. You need to trust the fact that if you've seen the vision of you having a certain body, that body is yours. So ease into things. Start eating food in a very intentional way, like taste the food, love the food, speak to the food, so that you only eat foods that spirit sends you to. And Lalita is going to help you with that, transforming your body, but like loving food, loving your fruits, loving food that is vibrant, not food that is dead. It's going to contribute to your cells transforming. But again, I understand that a lot of women are going to be on their Athena complex. A lot of, are going to, yeah. And it's definitely not Venusians. Venusians are not like that. But yeah, a lot of Arcturians, a lot of people from Orion also are going to have that fire to build, to, fighting. You need to balance it out. But, I wish there were more black women who allowed themselves to be soft, to love the path of it, and not to be so much looking for the prize. It brings me to now I'm obsessed with myself. I know I took a long way to come. Being obsessed as a spiritual feminine, as a sacred, holy feminine, is not an arrogant process. It's not a process of I'm going to overplay it, I'm going to fake it, or I'm going to now walk around reminding everyone that I'm the belly. We say it in French, I don't know if it's an idiom in English, but we say being the belly button of the world, being the center of the world, like, I'm superior. Being on your throne, being on your pedestal is understanding that every woman is going to have that ability and that gift and that magic in her own right. So it's not about being above anyone. It's definitely not about being above masculines, above men. No, it's just understanding that you're royalty, that you have the throne, and you walk loving the experience of it. It's not about, oh, I'm not gonna go on a date with a man who doesn't make seven figures. You're very masculine when you have this perspective, because you don't know. You don't know. Your magic being aligned as a feminine, well, for sure, especially if you use potions, for sure. I mean, I've experienced it. I haven't dated so many men, but the men I've been with, there was a clear exponential difference between before me and after me. If there was an after me for for them in the past. There's definitely like this notion of I'm definitely irreplaceable in their life in that way. No one has been like me. I've had an impact, a very visible impact. Visible meaning visible to the world, visible to all, visible to. There was a man who actually did like a speech, and he thanked me in this speech. It was so. I wasn't even there. Actually, a couple of guys. One actually did a TED talk, thanking me. But I'm nothing special in that way. Every one of you, every single one of you has this ability. And if you have this magic within you, your man he'll become like the most influential, more influential even thanks to you. And he will reward you with the material gift that are the equivalents of what you've given him, and in the loyalty, because he will know that you're priceless and you're precious and you're irreplaceable, and he would feel like he can't lose you. He would even be disgusted to being with another woman. So being obsessed with yourself when you're in this goddess journey is not at all anything outward. It's not anything that people have to see or hear. It's not about having an attitude or speaking in words that confirms to people that, oh, do you know who I am? It's not at all about that. At all. I'm obsessed with myself. Therefore, I manifest everything and beyond. Therefore, the universe serves me before even me asking. Is an inward. I'm obsessed with myself, meaning that everything that I do not act unless I have the inward permission, the inside permission, unless it's from within. So I'm always looking inwards to seek validation that what I'm doing now is an aligned action. Because when I do, it's my masculine that is taking instructions. My masculine cannot be the slave of ego. My masculine cannot receive orders from my triggers, from my need to compensate, from my being on survival mode or making money for revenge because the little girl me was in poverty or was told that I cannot make it, I can never have it. You're acting and yes, you are manifesting, and you're going to have all of these spirits, all of these egos of, we're going to feed her, we're going to feed off of the revenge, my head is, sorry, it was a little tight. So I'm obsessed with myself. Wait. Mind you, my hair is a little bit, I just removed my braids yesterday, so I've decided to no blonde. I'm gonna try not to. I'm gonna be more calm with my hair this year, because my hair is very strong because it's been through everything. Like I cut it all the time when I feel like bored, or I go blonde, I go whatever. I put sew-ins, wigs, and stuff like that. So this year, let's see how the year goes. But this is the promise I made to my hair. I'm obsessed with myself because I'm always searching for, do I feel good? I'm eating. How does it feel? 1 bite, 2 bites, 3 bites, 4 bites, 6 bites. And then, no. I feel like I'm kind of full. But there's still food on my plate. Oh, but maybe there's a programming of no, there are poor people out there, who are starving. So I have to finish my food, which is a lot, parents who went through, I don't know, depression. It was a long time ago, actually, depression. But, a long time ago, but still passed it on to their kids who are probably now our grandparents or our parents, who had this thing, of no, you have to work for money, which is another false assertion, which becomes an assumption, which becomes a hardened truth. I mean, the most horrific thing. And yes, like, you have to finish up your plate. If you're not moaning at the end, if it's just about, it tastes good, because, emotionally I need to finish the food because, that sugar rush, because I need to compensate because I don't feel good. So I'm going to eat the ice cream. Anything binge anyway. When you're binging, you're not in touch with her. Let me just say it that way. The inner compass. That is why you do you must do your rituals every day. That's why you must connect every day with your womb. That's why you must put your potions every day on your womb. That's why you must honor your goddesses. That's why you must feed your ancestors. That's why you must, as a spiritual woman, or as a woman, as a magical woman, as a magical creature, you must every day connect to the magic that is you. Otherwise, the physical body is going to take over. The needs of the physical body are going to take over. The triggers, the emotional triggers that are stuck inside of your cells are going to be your master. If you want to become magical, you have to practice magic every day. You want to be a goddess, you use potions every day so that you move out of the triggers. Don't use potions to be like, I'm going to use potions to get my ex back. Don't buy from me. You're wasting too much money anyways, if that's the case, because my stuff is hella expensive, hella powerful, precious. It's about you. It's about you. It's about, yes, becoming obsessed with you, but in a way that is going to serve you, finally, the goddess you, but also is going to attract you the people who are ready to serve a goddess who's on a pedestal, a fair goddess, not a dictator, not a triggered, not a revengeful, whatever the word is. And also it's about, gosh, the womb. It is where we create this. It is where we have the fire. It is where we have the intimacy. It's where we have the most amazing, when you learn to connect with yourself, no sex ever is going to be bad because you're so connected with yourself. It's so like, you're going to feel, you're not going to start doing things like, because automatically, you're trying to do the Kama Sutra, or you're trying to please the guy, or like, I'm going to do this. No, it's going to be an intuitive thing. It's going to be the Tantra. It's going to be really magic. And you're going to surrender to it, and you're going to, and your man is going to serve you. People speak English here too, goodness. I don't know, I hope you got the point. Be obsessed with yourself. Be obsessed with yourself. Be obsessed with yourself. Where am I supposed to look? I'm supposed to look there. Be obsessed with yourself. Connect with your womb every day. dance on your rituals. Sing your mantras. You need to sing your mantras. You need to dance through your mantras. You need to be intuitive and even animalistic. You need to allow the Shakti to take over every day when you do your rituals. Every day. Life is going to serve you in ways you can't even imagine. Money is going to be pouring into your reality, and you're going to have, as a bonus, more and more money to spend on my potions. Because the more you do, the more you're obsessed, the more you love the journey, the more it's like it's a transformation. The more you have, the more it's gonna come, and the more you're going to see the correlation between when I am magical and when I'm not magical, when I am singing the mantras and when I'm not singing the mantras, when I am connecting and when I am feeding and honoring my goddesses. You're going to see the difference. You're going to love it. And so, of course, you're going to come back to me for more. And I'm kidding. I'm half kidding. It's a wonderful life. You don't have to suffer. Take it from me. I'm 41 years old, okay? I wasn't born yesterday, so to speak. I've had many lives. I've had, even though this magic is me since a baby, me seeing, speaking to them, knowing them, not being afraid of them, all of that was innate for me because it was my path. There was a time where I denied that. So, my path was me hurting in my womb, literally having pain in my womb, me going through surgery, not twice, but 3 times in my womb. Even though I was, like for 2-3 years searching why I was having the pain I had and why I was having so much pain in my womb. And yet I'm a womb goddess. Why? And I kept on my rituals, and I started back on my rituals, and I started getting, the instructions from the goddess and being, this is what you're gonna do now, this is what you're gonna do. And even though for 3 years I did like CAT scans and all of these machines to look at why, what was in my womb, when I started and when I initiated, self-initiated first, and I had the answers. Then they found that I had this tumor, huge one, huge mass. It was the size of a pomelo, a grapefruit. Pomelo is not a grapefruit, but it's kind of same family. Anyways, manifesting a guy proposing to me the same night we met. I've had it as well. Having men giving me money, even as a student, young and working, just me doing those rituals and not even being fully aligned, but just starting, having, my boyfriend giving me like out of the blue $7,000, $8,000 just going to his bank, and me being, I need to pay for this, and not even never asking. I've never asked for money. But, him just like being like, let's go to the bank. And I'm, okay, let's go to the bank. And, goes to the bank teller, gets the money, puts in an envelope and being like, here, it's for you. Me having kids, 2 kids, not 1, but 2. Gaining over 22 kilos the first time. What is 20 kilos? Maybe like 30, 35 pounds. Mind you, from, being so sick when I was growing up, being a fragile, very, an introvert, an empath, all of that. Even bullied for that, for being, never even putting thought into whether I was going to have kids or no. And I had my first child with a guy, mind you, who told me from the get-go that, he probably couldn't have kids because he had this condition. And I was like, it's fine. I'll have kids. I know I'm supposed to have kids. It's my mission. I never doubted it. even though everything, medically speaking, was telling me that no, no, you can't. You probably can't have kids. And I was like, okay, if I can't, it's fine. I'm still a beautiful, gorgeous, gorgeous feminine. And if I ever want to be a mother, there are so many projects and kids and dogs to mother. This is the way I thought it, because I'm a nourishing, nurturing, soft, loving. So I was like, there's always going to be someone I can take care of, even if I never have kids. I never put much thought into it because I was like, I'm a mother. I'm a nourishing, so being. So for sure. So when he told me that, I was like, it's fine. We'll figure it out. I got pregnant once. Boom. 2 months later, or actually 4 months later, realizing that I'm not losing the weight. Why? So I'm like, oh, it's kind of weird, maybe I'm too much into, loving being pampered because I was pampered. Having, like not working and having people, like a bunch of people bringing me from my family and to the people working for me, working for us in our home, bringing me food in a platter, literally in a platter 3 times a day. I was just in my bed looking, admiring my little baby, loving it, and being very, very, very horny because I did a lot of yoni. This is what we do in my culture. We do a lot of yoni steam and a lot of Venus smoke every day, actually, from the moment you give birth, every day. So I was really, 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 really insatiable. I don't even think I ever harassed a man as much as when I just had a baby. So yeah, 4 months later, I was pregnant again. And I was like, wow, the first one was a miracle. What is this new baby? Like, just to tell you, reality is nothing. It's not real. Reality is not real. Don't be triggered by the things people say from their own perspective, from their own spoke. Do magic. Be magical. Be magical. Be magical. Be magical. Anyways, I'm silly. This is what it means, putting my potions and loving and loving and loving and working out and having all of the beautiful, playful energy. But anyways, I'm going to go now. And manifest lavish, imperial opulence. It is your right. Your divine entitlement, actually. Your divine entitlement. Potions are still on sale. I'm going to address the potions and the fact that they're on sale. Don't buy my potions because they're on sale, okay? Because the point is to use the potions as your thing. If you just want to take advantage of the sale, and then, after a month, my potions are over. Anyways, so then what do you do? Do it because you're worth it, because it's you. Do it because you love yourself. Okay. Do it because you're worthy of it. It's an investment on you. It is. Wow, the lighting it changes everything, right? Oh goodness, I should have been here. Should have been here a long time ago. Gosh, I love myself. Bye.